playing like a Red Raider is just, giving it your all.
What it means to me is coming here and you give it your all. I mean, you don't leave nothing on the floor. You come in here and you play hard.
To me, it means you go out and you just give your very best every time you go out.
Playing like Red Raiders is trying to do those things, trying to help your team be the best it can be, and trying to win.
You give 100% effort, and you play as smart as you can, and just try to play as well as you can every time you go out.
To us, that's just giving 110%, playing hard every possession.
First off, you got to play with intensity, and you got to play all out at all times.
We don't like to take possessions off.
If you put a lot of passion into something, a lot of hard work, a lot of toughness, you're going to get what you want out of it.
You're not only playing for yourself, but you're playing for that Texas Tech on your jersey.
Play for the front of the jersey and not the back of the jersey. You play for Texas Tech, play for your teammates.
You play for the student body, you play for all the alums, and you play for yourself, being a Red Raider.
Play with intensity and just get after it.
So we'll just come in about 30 minutes every day before practice, and we'll train a little bit. And it kind of helps keep the guys fresh without wearing them out.
A lot of people might think that his routines and his workout plans are a little quirky and a little weird, but he knows exactly what he's doing.
Reach taller and turn your shoulders more. We do a lot of just overall movement stuff as well, in addition to a lot of the stuff to be considered conventional weight training. Good job, Pete. It's a way to roll it, man.
I think Chris does an excellent job with our strength and conditioning. He's got the guys ready to play. One of the main jobs that he has is to have them in shape. I think they're well in shape, and the other job is to kind of help prevent injuries.
Our guys are always ready on the first day of practice, both mentally and physically, ready to do what we want them to do, and that's a credit to Chris.
He does a great job of preparing us physically in terms of conditioning and weightlifting and stuff for the games.
Basketball there's a lot of really high forces involved in it, and then you multiply those forces by a really high volume, and it can be a little bit overwhelming to their bodies. So there's a combination of preparing them for what they're going to go through, and there's also a lot of consideration given to how much they're currently doing and what they can actually handle without them breaking down.
He's very dedicated to making you be at your maximum potential.
He's really just wanting us to be the best basketball players we can be, not so much the best looking basketball players. I think he's done a good job of that so far.
We're not looking to, be the biggest guy in the airport. We're looking to be the quickest and athletic guy, and that's what Chris has done a good job doing.
I got a lot of good help. These guys that are with me in here have been with me for a few years. A lot of them are doing it for free, and they're really good at what they do.
He really incorporates a lot of different things, from a mixed martial arts situation, boxing, football. Just all the different sports that, where weightlifting and conditioning are important. He kind of mixes them up and tailors them to basketball instead of, just the old, bench press squat type of workout.
Chris has a lot of resources with our new weight room. Tech's made a commitment, to the strength conditioning program, and Chris is the best possible guy we could have hired.
He learned from the best, from his boss in Texas, and so I think we have one of the best guys there are in basketball.
He enjoys just being part of this family, being part of this team, and he wants us to get better.
the biggest thing is you get people in here that just love what they do. You can see it in them, and he loves getting guys ready. He loves getting guys pumped, and boy, we're just lucky to have him.
Everybody rebound! Go, go!
He's a great coach. You know, he makes sure that we're well prepared for everybody that we play.
Stay down! Get the help! Stay down! Recover! Yeah!
He really, really knows a lot about this game.
Yeah, Black! Good job, Black! Got points each time.
I think Pat always sees the big picture, doesn't get caught up too much in the drama of day to day. He's very focused on what we're trying to do long term.
Take Black, take Black. Stu, take Black. Stu, you got D. Take red. You just take the red, Bubba. We gotta get a stop, just contain, contain.
I think he's a natural leader. Players look up to him, staff looks up to him. You know, he's a guy we know we can count on when times get rough, as well as when we're having some success.
Let's get a stop, Black. Help, help. Hand up, hand up. Rebound, rebound. Let's go, Red. Red on D.
He knows the game really well. You know, he's had a lot of experience with basketball. He played at Indiana. Of course, he's been around his dad all these years, who was a tremendous coach, you know, the all-time winningest coach in NCAA history.
Play squared up. Contain him.
I think Pat's very intense. He's a lot like his dad in a lot of ways.
Contain him. But on the court, you know, we're a lot alike. You know, we expect a lot from our players. We have a passion for the game, and you get, you know, we get into the game. I get fired up during games.
He's fiery sometimes. You know, he has a lot of emotion.
You find yourself every day, just even mannerisms. You know, during practice or a game, you'll think back. You know, God, I saw my dad do that, or you know, the same thought process. And I think everybody goes through that with their parents. It doesn't matter if you fall in the same business line of work, but I think the older you get, the more you find out that you're a lot like your parents. You sprint back. You guys beat you. You got to sprint back.
He's always the one there telling us what he wants out of us, and he pushes us real hard. So, you know, he's a really great coach, and he's going to go far.
On the line, Red. On the line. You know, it's hard to play here at times because I'm going to tell you things. When you do it wrong, I have to tell you.
He wants them to use their abilities, that what they have.
I got to be the one that they don't like, and that has to tell them things they don't want to hear. On the line, Black. That's why we get beat right there, Black. On the line.
You know, he's a coach that a lot of people would like to play for, just because whenever you have a coach in your corner all the time, it makes you feel, you know, it makes you want to go out there and play that much harder for him.
They're one of my guys till I die. It doesn't matter if I'm here or at another university. You know, as long as they played for me, I'll always be there for them. And not a lot of coaches do that. I learned that all from my dad. And you know, my dad, he still stays in contact with guys he coached the JV in Cuyahoga Falls.
He always has our back 100, you know, with anything.
A really good players coach. Pat always backs his players, like I said, in different philosophy, a lot more than I see other coaches do.
You played for me. You went to battle with us, and you have a friend for life when you get done. I just don't think you can be a player's buddy while he's here. You got to be an extension of the parents or the grandparents, you know, whoever raised them. They got to have discipline in their life, and it's not just making them better basketball players. You know, we're trying to make them better human beings, because you can only play for so long. And I want these kids, when they go out in public, not just when they're in school, but when they leave here, to be good citizens, be able to make a living, not just off of basketball.